Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Why you should be in all precious metals. Let's explore. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium, iridium, ruthenium, the list goes on, is what is considered precious metals, and that definition is a bit wonky at times. What is considered a precious metals? Well, we're gonna narrow it down to the metals that you see traded, usually quoted on Kitco and other precious metal sites, ones that we see traded in the marketplace, and are usually fabricated in some sort of bullion form. So that leaves out iridium, osmium, ruthenium, and the like. Those really out there precious metals, what I refer to as fringe precious metals. In fact, you have seen a series that I have done called Why I Love, that outlines all of the major precious metals that are in fact quoted for spot price across the spectrum. And there are 5 of them, and that is gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. But also would include copper, although copper is not priced by the ounce. That is priced by the pound. But I did include that there as well. But these are the precious metals that are priced per ounce. Troy ounce, that is, to be specific, which weighs more. That's 31.1 grams as opposed to an avodoporous ounce that copper is weighed in that designation, and that is 28 grams. So this is a video about why you should be in all of these precious metals. But we're going to exclude one of them in this, at least partially, and that is rhodium. We're not going to talk about rhodium too much because it is really at its all-time high. Well, it definitely is at its all-time high. Or has been here recently, has gone down slightly in terms of percentage from its all-time high, but it's still up there. It is priced a little bit differently than these other metals. There is no ETF for rhodium. There's no paper trading or option. It's basically just the metal itself that is traded, and it usually makes increments of $200 or more in terms of price movement. In fact, it's not surprising lately to see a $1,000 move on a given day, or $500 or even $2,000. And so that is the kind of thing you have to take into account when you consider buying that metal. It is very volatile, and some people feel it is overstayed its welcome at these all-time highs, and we'll probably see it fall pretty dramatically in coming days, but or coming months or years. We'll see how it plays out. So far, that's not been the case. It has fallen somewhat, but some feel it could climb right back up there again. So it is a huge gamble to buy rhodium right now, especially by the ounce. So we'll kind of push that one aside. That leaves us with silver, gold, platinum, and palladium. And what you see here before you is just an example of the 3 most popular, gold, silver, and platinum. And we'll talk about them here in this video that is based off of an article from Kitco that is advice given to us from Mark Mobius, who is executive chairman at Templeton Emerging Markets Group and founder of Mobius Capital Partners. And he says that there is a long-term affection for precious metals, and not just gold, but also silver, platinum, and palladium. It says that even if bond yields have room to move to 2%, investors should continue to hold precious metals as a long-term investment. And really, I don't even like to use that term investment as a hedge, a way to protect yourself against economic instability, which includes a deflationary period as well as an inflationary period, or just general economic unrest or uncertainty. That's where these metals come into play, for sure. He goes on to say that you've got to be in these precious metals simply because they represent a form of currency. That's what he said in a recent interview from CNBC. So I believe that those who are looking at gold and silver would be wise to have some of that in their portfolio. However, one could make a cogent argument that platinum and palladium really have never been seriously considered currency before. Platinum is traded was coined back in quite some time ago in Russia, but for not very long. It was not that successful. Mobius added that investors should hold about 10% of their portfolio into precious metals, particularly gold. The gold market received a small boost on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, after the Federal Reserve signaled that it would be in no hurry to raise interest rates anytime soon, even as they raised their growth and inflation forecast for 2021. Although the yellow metal has given up some of its gains, prices are still holding well above critical support, around $1,700 an ounce. April gold futures last traded at $1,723, $70 an ounce, down 0.23% on the day. So gold still has a way to go before it reaches its all-time highs again. We saw last summer at well over $2,050. So it's likely we'll get there again, maybe sooner rather than later. Now that time period as to what sooner means, I believe could mean before this year ends. But that's sort of what I'm thinking, but who knows if that'll be the case. I'm more bullish on gold than not, for sure. Same thing really goes with silver, too, in my view. Silver has a long ways to go to reach its all-time highs, but there's a lot of different factors that are pulling it and pushing it, naturally, by the way, that we have to take into account. As for the other precious metals, palladium, which is not pictured here or shown in this video because this is not a picture, this is a moving picture, moving device. This movement, that means that, you know, you can see things moving on the screen, okay? Just to make that clear. Palladium has been the best performer in this sector. It continues to benefit from a significant supply-demand imbalance. So far this week, the precious metal is up 13%. The rally started after Russian mining giant and the world's largest palladium producer, Nornickel, said it expects the platinum group metal production to fall by 710,000 ounces. You heard that I covered that story on this channel. June palladium last traded at $2,672 an ounce, up more than 5% on the day. Mobius bullish outlook for precious metals comes as gold in general struggles to attract new bullish momentum as nominal bond yields continue to rise. The yield on the 10-year notes is currently trading at a 13th-month high above 1.7%. Although bond yields have room to move higher, Mobius said investors need to look at the bigger picture. A 2% rate for the 10-year is not high, and I don't think that will attract many people, he said. It's not very significant. But there we have. You have it for these metals. Why it's a good idea to be in all of them, not just silver or not just gold, or even just silver and gold. But hey, there's some potential. And platinum, by association with palladium, I think has some pretty good room to move in the upwards direction as we take into account the things that are going on in the mining sector, and especially with that mine, Nornickel. And the demand for platinum may increase because of the lack of platinum or palladium supply. Platinum is the densest of all the platinum group metals, and it'll be very interesting to see how its role will be utilized as a catalyst in technology and the like. See how it plays out, but that's my feelings there. Silver has room to move. There are high premiums right now for the physical, and that is certainly a deterrent for buying right now, and that's understandably so. Although I don't think it's unwise to buy either, because I'm pretty much bullish on silver before the end of the year, and we know that premiums likely will not come down a whole lot this year. We may see them come down some, But as things tick up, as demand increases for EVs and other areas out there, I believe it provides a bullish situation for silver out there. We'll see how it plays out. Always exciting and interesting and fascinating to see what's going on in the metals sphere, for sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about these lovely metals. And are you diversifying? Are you considering? I know platinum has a high premium too, and that's understandable why that can be a deterrent as well. But if you can find a good deal on platinum, would you consider it? And it's all up to each individual and their understanding of these metals. But that provides a little insight, and at least some suggestion by one particular individual from this article here. And so there you have it. We'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.